Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, if you can't tell already by the background, Daddy's home and it is good to be home. I got in last night, no problem, got to the airport, went through immigration customs, got a taxi, and within 30 minutes of being back here in my cabin, I made a big old bowl of banana ice cream. Had the owner and his family here this morning. We're talking over some new plans, actually some changes in the house, changes in my situation, but I'll address that in a different video. But for right now, I finally got back on my first shopping trip back, and I love it, and I knew I was home immediately. Got this goodness, this big old bag of mangoes here, and we'll pull them out in a minute. This big old bag of mangoes here. Got a couple of nice papayas. And this is 50 bananas. And it's 50 perfect bananas. See, this is what I'm talking about. Not worrying about coming back to fruit, coming back to perfect fruit. Now, for all of that, for 50 bananas, for this bag of mangoes, for these 2 papayas, and for 3 heads, big heads of butterleaf lettuce, $18. And these mangoes look really, really good. They're ready. There might be 1 or 2 that need another day, but they're ready. And I've got mango. I don't know if you guys remembered my video, but the day before I left, I cut up a lot of mango. So I've probably got the equivalent of at least 12, 13, 14 mangoes in the freezer. So I'm good. And that's why the subject of this video. I usually do these when I get back from the States, just kind of shake off, a different way of eating, being away from my habitat for a while. And I wanted to share what my cleanse when I come back. Now, it may not be what you think, and I hope this wasn't like clickbait that suckered some of the little raw vegans that are looking for, more sexy methods or something that's a little bit more structured than this. When I do a cleanse, I eat, plain and simple. And that's why I wanted to get out and get a good start on the fruit today. Look at these. I'm just taking them out of the bag. Look at how perfect those babies are. I can't wait to just get into some here as soon as this video's over. Look at this. Just nothing but perfect mango goodness. Mango. But yeah, the reason I wanted to do this video is I'm going to do something I did very similar to when I came back the last time from the States. Now, I'm not doing this as punishment or atonement or whatever. I didn't really eat that bad in the States. I eat cooked food as I normally do. And somebody mentioned the other day they were happy to hear I was now eating cooked food. I've eaten, if you've watched my channel for a while, I eat cooked food when I go back to the States to, just to make do a good bit of the time. But I'm always happiest to be back here. Kept the fat really low on this trip, even days when I was eating some cooked food like, steamed like collards and sweet potatoes, I wasn't eating fat. But I kind of like to shake that all off. And what my cleanses consist of, I don't restrict, I don't not eat, I don't reduce my calories. In fact, I strive to get as many calories as I'm getting in my normal way of eating. The only difference is really just some kind of just a few minor differences and changes. I'm gonna have fruit. Other than that lettuce, I'm gonna probably do just fruit for a few days. We'll see. I might have salads in the evening. I didn't get anything to mix with anything, so if I have a salad tonight with any of that lettuce, it's just gonna be lettuce and probably blended mango. So we'll see on that. But the way this looks and the way I did it last time is all fruit during the day. All fruit during the day, a lot of whole fruit, and mono meals. That was very important. I really kind of got in touch when I first came back from the States about 3 months ago. Like, I've been doing my trips, if you wonder why I keep talking about 3 months. I do my little junkets back to the States in 3-month time frame, because it just has to do with visa and whatever down here. Is it really all that important? I don't need to explain every little detail. That just takes away from other things. But so I come back down here, and what I'll do, like I did 3 months ago, is I'll eat all fruit during the day. I don't know how many days I'll do it. I'll just let it ride, but I'll eat all fruit during the day. I'll do a lot of mono meals. When I'm doing one of these little kind of informal cleanses of mine, I do a lot of mono meals. I like to get more of the high water content fruit in there. Like whereas normally most of the time in the mornings I just want to start getting some calories, and it usually works out. Get some banana and ice cream. But when I'm doing these, I even fine tune it a little bit more. Like say a typical day would probably, or tomorrow will probably be, have one of these papaya. If it's ready, I got two. I think this one might be ready. But I'll either have, like for my first meal tomorrow, I'll have just papaya. Or for my first meal, I'll just have some mango. And then I try to do that throughout the morning. I try to, if they're not all mono meals, I keep them very, very simple. Like for instance, like it could look like this. It could look like mangoes, just like say 4, 5, 6 mangoes first thing, boom. Next feeding could be something like mangoes and bananas, because I love that combination. I'll probably do a couple of smoothies here and there. I won't get back on the greens hardcore until, you know, like I say, I'll do 4 or 5 days of just this. Then I'll get back to making my green smoothies during the day. But yeah, that's all I really do, folks. Like I say, I know it's not one of these fancy ones, but then again, I don't really expect the hardcore. I don't expect my channel to be the place for the really hardcore raw vegans. So that's why I kind of give advice accordingly. I think they're probably not going to find me pure enough, and they probably watch other people anyway. So this is how I like to cleanse. You know, people have their stuff they like to do. I think they feel like they're getting more. They do the juice cleanses, the juice feast and fast. I'm not against them. I'm not against anybody's method, whatever they do, because that's your choice. That's what you do. This is just simply what I do. And this is what I do on my channel because I share who I am and what I do. It's not telling you that you should do it like this, you should do it like that, but I'm sorry, this just makes more sense to me. This just resonates more to me than doing, you know, special things and mixing this and doing this and having 5 ingredients. This is supposed to give you some sort of a special cleansing effect inside, and, you know, spinning around 3 times and doing this. Why not just eat lots of fruit? Lots of fruit, drink plenty of water, get plenty of hydration through the fruit. I'm still getting my calories. I've got the energy to work out. I've got the energy to do yoga. You know, I don't skip a beat. And I'm still getting my cleansing. I can feel it. I mean, I get really, really in tune even more to my body when I do this. Like I say, as I'm doing this video, I'm trying to kind of think back to some of the feelings I had 3 months ago. And I remember when I came back and did that for I don't know how many days, like 7, 8, 10 days. Oh, one last little thing, if it wasn't obvious that I left out of there, is definitely while I'm doing this little cleanse, I don't add overt fats. I won't even add seeds during this. There'll probably be kind of a stages. That's what I did last time, and I know I'm jumping around on this because it's not like a set cleanse or whatever. There'll be phases. There will probably be 4, 5, 6, however many days I feel like it, of pretty much only fruit during the day until dinner. Now, some of those days I'll just rock it on into dinner, and I will have fruit at night. I might have a couple of salads of like just lettuce and mango and red pepper, but won't be adding any overt fats in there during this phase. Okay, I'll do the high fruit, probably no greens, no green smoothies or stuff during the day for 4, 5, or 6 days, but I don't want to be off the greens all that long. Then the next, I'll kind of phase in doing some, like I'll phase the green smoothies back in during the day, and then who knows, I'll go off on that one, and I'll do another 4, 5, or 6 days of doing green smoothies during the day, and still not adding overt fats. Then I will probably have a few days, and this, like I say, I'm kind of playing with this and just kind of making it up as I go. Then I'll probably have a few days to ease the fat back in, and I'll eat a lot of fruit still eat some mono meals, eat some banana and ice cream, do my green smoothies during the day, and start adding some chia seeds back in, and start adding those that are better sources of omega-3 fats. And, you know, maybe like for 3 or 4 days, just that's the only fat that I add in. It's just the chia seeds and maybe a little bit of hemp seeds in there. And then, you know, then when I feel, who knows, 7 a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever, then I'll probably be ready for a nice soothing meal, maybe with some tahini and a dressing or whatever. But that's how I cleanse. That's what I do when I come back. I just make it simple. I don't have to have, you know, something written down for me. I don't have to have some special method. I don't have to restrict myself. It's nothing. This is the easiest cleanse in the world to follow. I mean, I don't have any, there's nothing that's making me sit around biting my nails going, oh my God, this is too much. I need to eat something else. That's what this is like. In fact, what generally will happen, I'll tell you what happens when I do these little things, is I really like them. I really start feeling good. I kind of get hooked on them. I kind of get high. I kind of get addicted to them, and I don't want to get off. And then I'm like, okay, well, look, dude, you need to start eating. You got to get the greens back in, or you need to take some more. You need to do this. You need to do that. Because once it kind of sets in and I start getting on that kind of bliss, it's like, it's good. It's really good. It's nice and clean. My meditation, I find better when I'm like really high on the fruit like this. But yeah, and like I say, we'll just see how it goes. I don't like to have a set amount of days on anything. That's what I did when the one fast I ever did. I never had a number on that either. I did an 8-day water fast, locked up in Panama about 4 years ago. And the only way it just started with me saying I was gonna just take a day off of eating and give my body a little bit of a rest. And I didn't eat for one day, and I liked it. And I said, well, let's go 2 days. And then after that, every day was just about waking up and deciding that day what I was gonna do. It's fun. I'm telling you, it's good being like a big kid where you never know what's going to happen from day to day. You can be whimsical and you can do whatever. I just listen to my body. And my body over these past 5 years has not steered me wrong. It seems to be taking me in the right direction. I make some minor mistakes. I learn from those mistakes. I move forward. But basically, yeah, I just listen to my body. And when I come back from my little trips to the States, it tells me to just kind of clean up and do this. Feels so much better to be here. Just one last little thing and then I'm going to be gone. Man, the pollen was bad in the south. I feel I cleared up immediately getting down here. Like I got on the plane yesterday, the pollen had been bothering me a little bit. My nose was just a little tweaky. And then as I was on the plane to Costa Rica last night, that I wasn't digging that recirculated air, which makes me think this whole thing that even if the money becomes more available for me to travel in the future, I couldn't travel on a regular basis. I could not be on planes all the time. That is just unhealthy. It's nasty air. My nose was kind of burning the whole time, but that's neither here nor there. Anyhow, I will try to I'm not going to do another video on this little cleanse I'm doing, but I'll try to mention it as I'm going along. And yeah, next time you want to have a cleanse, especially if you have always struggled on these cleanses, like why should you struggle on a cleanse? You know, a cleanse, you don't need to struggle on a cleanse. So the next time you're thinking you want to clean your body out, do a cleanse, do some feast or fast, think about just eating clean, eating whole plant-based foods. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll hit that subscribe button and click on the little bell and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.